Oh my god. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm already getting hyped inside, man. I got butterflies in my gut over this one. Are we live, Presto? Can they hear us? All right, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Don't want to get jitters too quickly. I mean, I got some caffeine in me, and I'm feeling good. Like this is a match that I want to see. I want to see this match last week from Team Rise Up versus Pubstar. They just didn't bring it, and it's such a shame they had to forfeit. Oh
Yeah,
my God, this could be it.
yeah. What a shame.
You know, oh my God, enough cannot be said. I'm thinking, I don't know if this is gonna be Brian. I'm thinking, I saw Dusty streaming, Soul and Spongy. My God, what a freaking combo! That is terrifying to play against. But I feel like Party Quest, they had the wherewithal to do this, and that's what makes it even better.
Yeah, with a lineup like Dana, Peanut, and Sir, they have certainly have the experience on their roster to be able to definitely give Pubstars a run for their money, if not take the win.
I mean, just hearsay. The scrims that they've been playing this week, they've actually been playing against pubs, so it was kind of unusual. They said they're the only team to practice against. The practice they were getting, they lost in that. They lost a scrim on like a couple hundred points. But only it came down to someone shooting an alarm car when they
Yeah.
shouldn't have, and that little bit of damage really did make the change. And this is going to be such a great game. I hope so. I hope we can see the wipes come out both team. A really blow for blow back and forth.
Yeah, just looking at the server here, the pings are super balanced right now, like kind of scarily balanced. So this is going to be a really close game. For those who do not know, we will be playing this game on the Carried Off custom campaign. Kind of a staple for the competitive community at this point. I find it to be one of the better custom campaigns for competitive play, and it will be played on the classic Zonemod comp.
I think I had the wrong version. I haven't played this map in years. I think I actually had the wrong version installed. I could recall playing it the other day, but I realized it was in single player, unfortunately. So this is only going to take a couple minutes to install, though. It's a very short map, so I'll be in a couple of minutes.
All good. There's only 2 people readied up so far, so you got time.
Sweet. I'm casting with K3 too, guys. This guy freaking rocks. I swear. I'm so honored to be here and casting with him. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm ready, man. This is going to be one hell of a game. This is going to be the best match this week. Well, debatable because we're going to look at Polestar, who just took down a monolith like S&D. And oh my God, S&D, they're such a great team, but they're still out of practice. I can't believe they lost to Polestar, but Polestar, they're pretty good too. Not taking it away from them.
That was definitely an upset. That was definitely an upset that surprised me a little bit as well. But yeah, this game here, I know on paper it seems like the most even matchup of the week, but who knows? Both of these teams are so experienced and strong that they just have the skill with them to just run away with it if they start to get a lead. I think it's going to be the first couple maps are really going to set the pace for this whole match.
I think this is a 4-map campaign. This is going to be one game too. So,
yeah.
oh my.
Yeah, every tank matters so much.
They better not ready up before I get in there. I want to get in on this action.
There are 2 players that have not readied up. Dusty and Soul have not readied up.
Oh my God, I'm still down. I'm working on the map right now. I've got a couple minutes.
All good. If they end up readying up, I'll just solo cast until you can manage to get in.
Okay, I wish, like I played it in single player. I wish that I tried it in multiplayer so that I knew. I thought that I had everything set up and good to go for you guys at home, but unfortunately I did not. And I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. Please accept my apology. We hope to give you guys the best casting crew possible. Like we're with K3, it is an honor, as I said, and hopefully we can bring you guys the best because you guys really are the best. And keep that in mind.
Absolutely. I mean, we wouldn't be here without tournament organizers like you putting this kind of tournament together, Grizz. So we all thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sue, Fig, just Rails Barlow, big names too, Vanille. Just a lot of help. Everybody's kind of contributing, which is awesome. Just bringing the community together for this, it's just amazing.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it when you've got kind of a grassroots scene like this, and nobody, no like companies or anything stepping up to run anything. You kind of have to have these community members to take the helm on everything, come together to keep it alive.
Is Dana not going to be playing the match? Is he? Oh, he's in. Okay.
Yeah, Dana's in here and ready up. We've got some low pings in this game too, in 19, 11, 20, 30.
I know. One game. Is Dusty's playing, right?
Yeah, Dusty's playing.
He's gonna have a little bit high ping here, so Dusty,
Yeah,
the great player that he is.
he's on 100 ping, but then again, Peanut's also on about 100 ping, also being from
that's
North
fair.
America.
Oh, I mean, I feel like that Pubstar, they're just not up to that level that they once were, just being honest. But still, I think that they're a great team, and I kind of feel like that their armor is a little bit weak, and I feel like that they could suffer a fatal blow here coming in at that team party quest, and that could just knock them for a loop. Like I said, they're still great players, but they're just not in their top form. Like these guys, once they were terrifying to play against. Like they were the real team to dread against. Not to say that they aren't right now, but their players are just not well practiced anymore. They're not well-oiled machines, to be honest. The rust is on the gears, and we're not dealing with the same mechanics here. Right?
Yeah,
it's
definitely
just
agree.
not over them.
Yeah, Pubstar definitely used to be probably the scariest team to play in either a scrimmer match scenario. And even though they might not be quite as practiced as they once were, I do think that if Team Party Quest goes into this with the mindset that, oh, it's Team Pubstar, but they're not quite practiced, and then they don't take them as seriously as if they were as 100% practiced as they were, then Pubstar can just start to run away with this game, I think. So they're going to have to go on completely 100% serious as if they were playing the Pubstar of ye old.
That's right. That's right. Play at your best. That's all you can do. And just keep that mindset. Stay steady. Stay at it, and just see where that takes you. That's the best advice that you can probably give to anybody in life. Just keep your head up and keep pushing. When everything surrounds you, just keep going forward. The only direction is forward. And hopefully forward for Team Party Quest, but I still want to see Pubstar win this at the same time. I don't know who I'm rooting for. Like, let's do a roster rundown. I think I kind of beefed Pubstar up enough here. I want to talk a little bit more about Party Quest. So I'm going to do Party Quest and you can do Pubstar. So on Team Party Quest, we got Sue. He's a fantastic player, great admin. I'm not going to have time to finish all this kiss assing, but we're live. Good luck.
We are live here.
Yeah,
for Team Pubstar, we are going to have Soul, Dusty, Spongy, and Peter. But that being said, we do have a group coming out here.
Oh my god, what a strikeout!
Immediate strikeout going on Survivors. Hunter's looking for a ton of damage. The Charger gets a recharge.
Yes! Oh my
god, on the double charge. This is like, that was not what I was expecting. This is amazing. Tribe going out.
That is what I like to see. When I mean professional, I mean wow. When I say you get that hit of dope and you're just like, this is pro, That is a pro initiating hit. That's how you open up on a great team like Pubstar. You show them that you are here to take it, man. And that is how you do it.
Yeah, this Horde is still rolling in here as well, too, and the next hit is up, and, Pubstar are going to have to get their footing really quick, because this next hit is coming in here. Hunter comes and gets nicely speeded there. Jockey gets a bit of a jock for a bit of chip damage. Boomer goes down on 2, but Spitter has nothing to go down on it, so that's more of the shutdown types that we're expecting to see from Team Pubstar after that first really railed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Infected, they just didn't have anywhere to spawn there, so they all had to come the same direction. That's not gonna be a great hit, obviously, from the get-go, but still not taking any damage is huge. That's really showing that they're a strong survivor team here. Tank's going pretty close.
In the hands of Peanut. It looks like Survivors are kind of pushed. He's kind of putting himself in a bit of a weird position. If he doesn't start to go in, he's going to take a lot of chip, I think. But no, he manages to get to a pretty decent position now, and looks like he's going back for his forklift.
Oh, there is I remember this, man. This is from like 5 years ago. I remember this. I think it was a Velocity, might have not been a Velocity.
Yeah, that forklift is in a bad spot, though. He's going to take a lot of chip if he decides to go for it.
Definitely, man. That's not safe. That's taboo. That's not...
Yeah, this is also not an ideal hit for this area. 2 Hunters and a Charger. A team like Pubstar are just going to shut that kind of thing down.
Definitely, man. Like, we want mobile cappers here. I'm thinking Smoker, Hunter, Jockey, and maybe a double Hunter. That way it's really quick.
Sure, they are gonna. It looks like they are gonna pre-spawn this Hunter. Maybe send something in, but
he's going in. He's going in. He sees a split.
survivors are kind of split 2 and
he's got
2
him
now.
right
He's
away.
looking for the corner, but he's
That's
running
so.
low on health. He has to turn
So
back.
he's
He
not gonna get
finds
the
the
feet.
punch.
There's a try kept going out, man. That's a double hunter.
This
Now
hunter is
that is
definitely
how
going to
you
get
do
in
it.
the front here. Looking for the lockup onto Peter, but they're just going to cut him. That will be a dead tank, but that was a lot more damage than I was expecting, because that tank dropped down to about 1.5k health so quickly, but the tri-cap just came out of nowhere. Charger
That
getting
was
amazing separation, and yeah, that's quite a salvage by Team Party Quest there.
I
Really
love
getting a
the
lot of damage out of
communication
that.
we just saw there too. Like if we're watching it as they're coming in, we got guys out there watching. I don't think they saw that, but the tank he's separated stole initially, and then the hunter just like I got him, go for someone else. That communication there that you're seeing, you can see the verbal communication. That's good. That's what you want to see from teams. And obviously
Yeah,
tank didn't result in
absolutely.
white, but that's great. Just seeing that play being made, and if you're in it, like I used to be captain for teams, like they're communicating. Believe me, that was excellent
Yeah.
communication and that tri-cap landing. That was brilliant.
And definitely the one thing that's so important is just being ready. Is when at the moment that you see the slightest opportunity, just being immediately ready to capitalize on it. That being said, we do have a mover coming up here. Isn't going to land onto anybody, but we do have a bit of a separation pull in the back, going to land for a bit of damage. Jockey gets M2 to shut down, but the spit is going to put Peter Griffin slow. So another nice, decent amount of chip damage coming out of that last hit. Going to down one of their last sets of pills, but they are still at a decent amount of health. They're sitting at currently about a 360 health bonus. So if they do walk into the safe room with this amount of health, then they can salvage a pretty decent score out of this round.
Salvage is right, most definitely right, because that first hit and that tank not looking too good. That's pretty rough, and that essentially does make up the entirety of the chapter. Like you only have like 3 or 4 attacks left.
This is a quad cap
getting shut down. Great speeds going out.
Speeds going out. Yeah, that's like about 3 damage coming out of that quad cap attempt. And I'm not sure if I agree with the SI going right there. The survivors were in the perfect positioning to just.
I know
the
they're
S
ready for it. I know that maybe that's a little off for a call. Like also they could have spawned behind the bus, and I was just thinking, why is there spawn not behind him? You know, coming at them in a position where you have 4 infected surrounding them, it's much more difficult. You know, putting 2 hunters in the same spot. Guess what? That's 4 survivors with 4 screens. With one hunter on 4 people's screens. It's so easy to shut down.
Yeah, exactly. And now they have about a pretty bad 2-2 setup for this last hit of the chapter. Boomer's going to look for something, but it's really far away. Smoker lands it for a bit of damage, but doesn't go down on anything. Boomer is still looking for this. It's going to find the 2 boom, but it's a little too late, and the survivors are going to walk to the safe room with about a 332 health bonus. So, you know, pretty well managed by the survivors after they took the damage from the first hit of the tank. But man, Party Quest really coming out of the gates, showing that, you know, we came here to play. We came here with the coordination, with the preparation, and we're really looking to take this win on Pubstar.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. I see its probability, its capability, its not just possibility. I think I can see this. I can see them taking it. It's not a guarantee, but they have to work for it. I am seeing the winning recipe though. I'm seeing the winning recipe. I want to see how Pubstar they answer back right now. What is their answer?
I think if Team Party Quest play with the same type of coordination on their survivor side as they just play with their SI side, then they could be really just a unit to be reckoned.
I know positioning, limiting the infected playing field by positioning. That's something you don't see anymore. It's like an antique, but if that shit does work, get it off the shelf and put it in practice. That shit will still work to this day. That's how you play Left 4 Dead 2. I'm just like, I don't know if they'll be doing that.
We'll looking to answer here. Bolt's trying to come out in the back. One boom is going to land, but the survivors all got inside. The Smoker didn't quite get the pullback. Nice quad proxy boom landing. But the Honey kind of got shut down in there, and the Smoker was a little bit too late to get the pullback outside. So, see, the survivors just knew that they had the opportunity to rush inside, and that's going to be almost no damage taken from that first.
I just realized they all have shotguns, so I wonder how they're going to play this tank. There's going to be no chip at distance. If you want to get chip on this tank while he's coming in, you need to get really freaking close. And
yeah, they do have the option to run back on this tank as well. Taking it back towards that alarm is also a pretty good spot. Hunter coming in here is looking for something, is not going to land, gets hit by the quad shotguns of Team Party Quest. Jockey likewise getting shut down. Smoker lands for a bit of damage with that spitter combination, but again, the survivors walking into this tank with a lot of health still, and now the tank
spawns right here. They know it too.
Is up in the hands of Peter Griffin, and they're gonna push him for some chip.
Oh yeah, there you go, guys. Load up on the Uzis. That's how you do it right there. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is not the play to make. You do not run shotguns. You're not getting chip on his tank as he's coming in. I'm thinking 3 Uzi, 1 shotty. Play like the old days. That's how you rock this tank and take him down. I mean, this is a Peter Griffin tag at the same time, so it's not going to be an easy takedown. Like, he's not going to give it to you. This guy, he's got skill, he's got experience, he's got freaking wits about him. So he will find a way into your team.
Yeah, and you can tell Peter's being a little bit more careful with his hittable than Peanut was, and he's got it in a really good position. The Spiders do see this, and they are running back now. Boomer coming in, they're looking for it. I think he had the boom. I think Dusty had the boom if he didn't go for the bunny hop, but that might have been really big. But he tried to go for the unnecessary bunny hop and just got popped there. Now Peter's on second pass,
like that,
trying to go in, and it looks like this tank is in danger of going AI if the survivors choose to LOS him. He's got to go right in. This tank gets to roll in right now. He's on 20% rage, but he's coming in with this hit. It's going to be 2 hunters and a Joshi.
They have Uzi fire on too. Quick, they're on top of us. How's this tank? Okay, he knows. He's anticipating it. He's going to get on top of that boss without any trouble. Beautiful. Survivors, they got positioned well though. If they screw up, 100 down, 100 still up. He got one that's hittable. Oh, he jukes out the hittable. Jockey go for the car.
This is a dead tank. That is a no-hitter tank coming out there by Peter Griffin. I'm not sure, or maybe he got one punch. I didn't quite see, but that's going to be almost 0 damage taken. Amazing skeet by Sir onto one of the hunters, and the other hunter just like didn't have anything to work with, just landed for about 2 damage, and then Jockey's same story. And Team Party Quest has.
I'm a little bit worried. Where is Brian? Brian is a critical factor in this team. He's a top tier player. Hey, Presto, your mic is set to open, man. We can kind of hear everything that's going on. Yeah.
Not bad, this shotgun.
Yeah. But yeah, survivors are now currently sitting at a 700 bonus, and it looks like the SI are only going to have maybe 3 hits, more likely 2 hits if the survivors go quickly.
They're positioning though. Look at the infected. The survivors are ready for it. They're all spawning in roughly the exact same spot. It's going to be a situation where survivors are going to have you all on their screen. You're going to get shut down.
One boom lands, but this clear on the smoker is just too quick. Charger doesn't have anything to really go off of. Spit's going to land for a bit of chip damage, but that's still another really well taken hit by the survivors, and they're just so coordinated. They know exactly where to position themselves. They've clearly practiced on this map, and they know where all the spawns can come from. And yeah, just looking like an absolute force to be reckoned with right now on this
powerhouse. This is scary. If I'm another team out there, I'm definitely feeling intimidated by Party Quest and what they're putting down right now. Because what they're putting down, I'm picking up, and it's freaking terrifying.
This is a quad cap attempt coming up here, and Team Pubstar have to do a lot of damage on this next hit. It is a quad cap attempt, and otherwise, Team Party Quest are going to walk into the safe room with about a 300-point lead. Big hit coming up here. Hunters are going in. 100 trying to land on. This is all looking really close.
Clear.
Almost landing, but Sir with the really clutch ski on to Soul there.
If that doesn't happen, that could have been
it. The hit. Yeah, no, they looked like they were kind of panicking on those clears for half a second, but Sir with a really nice ski picking up or destroying the opportunity for Team Pubstar to land that quad cap, and still sitting at almost 700 bonus here. They're gonna have one scattered hit left, and that's all the opportunity they have. Boomer getting amazingly popped. Sir just with Sir with the shotgun just destroying everything. They just apparently the quad shotgun strat just working out so well for them right now.
I was just gonna say that. Like this is how you used to rock and roll. Pick up 3 Uzis for that tank, shred the shit out of that tank, then pick up the shotguns again and blitz the map. That's how I used to play at my team, and that shit works. Used to work, still works now. And it's this. I love seeing that strategy. That shit is how you play. Dana coming out big. If I was picking MVP, I'm thinking Sir, but Dana, 42%, 47% on the special kills. He killed almost half of what was on that map. Shit, man, that is big. Pardon my French. Sorry, guys out there. Sorry, kids, if you're watching. Please don't curse. Your parents hate it. They're right. Listen to your parents. You shouldn't curse. Not at least not until you're older. Then you know who deserves to be cussed at.
Yeah. So Peter only getting 1 punch off of that tank, and the SI just really didn't have much to work with. The survivors were just too well positioned on top of the bus and everything, and really well played by Team Party Quest, walking into the safe room, and they are ahead by about 300 points going into this chapter 2. And there's only 3 more chapters to work with. They have to make a comeback on the next 3 maps, or else they will not have an opportunity to win this game anymore.
Right. And this finale, it's really freaking hard. Like, it'll take the wind out of your sails. All about Ward. Granted, it's not as brutal as Pro Mod with 1 Spitter Charger, and you're just like, okay, this is bullshit. I'm done with this. The Spitter Charger has been nerfed on Zonemod, so I think it's like 1/3 less spitter damage. So you are taking less damage, just more potential to make the map. But it's still really hard. This
Yeah,
finale, like, you
all
wanna
the
make it a course
staircases.
before you get to it.
Half of the whole map is just one long choke point. It feels like going up all the
Yeah.
staircases, and
Yeah, you're
it's
screwed at every
impossible.
angle.
Yeah, it's impossible for the survivors to avoid, some things landing onto them. Chargers kind of have some guaranteed corner spawns, and some boomers have some really good cheeky little spawns they can get and just kind of walk into their faces. Yeah, there's a lot of, but that before we get to the finale, we still have two really long maps left, and both of these next two maps I think are worth about 700 points. So and on top of that, another 1400 bonus. So these next two maps I think are going to really be potentially deciding factors.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I could not agree more. Like, these are gonna be it's gonna be make or break, man. This is really scary. If I'm Pubstar, I gotta keep my cool. I gotta keep my cool wits about me. Like I say, that cool wits, and I really do mean that. Like, that's all you can do is just put your nose to the grind and give it your all, just see where that takes you. But I just want to say right now, Peter Griffin, this guy, he's not the oiled machine that he once was. I was expecting Brian to show up here and see that full lineup, but I feel like that he's just really a missing link in the team. He kind of, it's a gap that needs to be filled, and he needs to be this needs to be filled, and I feel like they're just a bit lost without Brian. Like,
God,
that guy, he shuts everything down.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of shutdowns, that's a perfect example of what we just saw. Yeah, Boomer had tried to boom from far away. Yeah, exactly. And this case going on with the hunters, instant clear on the smoker, and yeah, that Boomer tried to get a bit too long of a boom, and now, yeah, the pressure is on Team Pubstar because Team Party Quest have this momentum, and they're really rolling with it. They are carrying this momentum forward.
I want to see how they
got to get some damage back.
I wanted to go break this out.
Yeah, you cannot shoot through this wall, so this next area is actually quite a strong choke point for the SI to land something. The tank is at 40%, so they will only have one or two more hits left before it spawns. Jockey's looking for some kind of spawn to get them around the corner. They are going to hit inside here. This will be a big stack onto... Yeah, I think, yeah, that was almost a lot of damage. I think that Charger wanted to land onto Sir to get the cover onto the jockey, but instead landed briefly, or just stumbled inside the doorway there. So almost a lot of damage going on to survivors, but Pubstar not quite landing everything that they wanted to. Tank is really close to spawning. They're going to have to hit pretty quickly unless they want to hit on the tank spawn itself. And survivors are already in a pretty good position for taking this tank. This back area is actually quite difficult for the tank to play around. There's just not a lot of good ways to path to the survivors without taking a lot of...
Okay, so there's a lot of bugs in the overall in this campaign. So us admins, meaning me right now, we have to watch very closely what how the survivors play and see the exploits, bullshit things.
There's one or two there's a couple of kind of bigger skips, and there's one or two super minor skips. And Boomer's looking for a nice boom there. He does land one boom as the survivors are running back. So the survivors are going to have to go this very long run back with the horde coming in. So Dusty Tank, who, regardless of how often, regardless of how often Dusty plays, definitely one of the strongest tanks.
This is a tank.
I've never seen this run back before.
What in the actual
looks like
shit?
Nick was not ready for this. Nick was not ready for
they can't make it. The survivors can't make it. They separated. They couldn't make the jump. Oh my god. Oh, Coach, he's like, no, thank God.
This is a lot. He has to go for Ellis. No,
wait a minute. He can't catch anybody. There's no infected up. There's no infected up. He can just shoot this tank and kite him.
Yeah, Dusty's all alone right now. He's taking so much ships from through the bottom of the truck there. Survivors are now going to push. There's no hittables around here, I don't think. Tank is looking for some kind of hittables, but yeah, I think there's a car in the back there, but other than that,
run it forward. If I'm the survivors, they can run it forward. They can just take it forward. Oh no, there's folk inside. I'm stupid. It's been a while since I played this.
Yeah, the hit is up, but Dusty's already at about 50% health, so this is looking really bad for them. I thought this was like a guaranteed wipe for a second there.
I did too. I was just like, this is the play.
Yeah, SI has to help right now. Dusty's really low on health. He gets the punch on the Peanut. I'm not sure if this car is... Yeah, this car is hittable. Car flying in there is going to kind of split survivors, but tank has nothing to work with now. This could be a dead tank if he doesn't land something big right now, and this is going to be it for Dusty's tank. Only landing about, only about 2 punches going out from that tank, and
we're seeing
I thought it was going to be absolute disaster for Team Party Quest with
I
that
was just
separation.
thinking, this is the play. I saw it too, Dusty. Like the vision was there, and then you just get punched over, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and
they
then
went for
there's no
that.
support to back you up.
They went for the run back. I've never seen anyone jump over the
I've
truck
never
there
seen
to
that
run it
either.
back.
Like that's the first time.
And
Like,
yeah, Peanut wasn't ready for it because Peanut went through the diner, but you know, the SI couldn't quite capitalize on it quite on time. And then, you know, Dusty getting the separation onto the last survivor to try to jump over the truck there, but he was all alone at that point, and the Horde couldn't do anything. Hunter landing for a little bit of damage here. Skosh is just going to be able to jump out onto the railing here and avoid almost any spit damage at all. Smoker looking for a cheeky pull off here. He does get it.
Crunchy.
Oh my god. He lost
Who is
all
that
of his
smoker?
health.
Who's that
Oh my
smoker, man?
God, that was, I'm not sure. I think it was
That had to
Dusty.
be Dusty.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's some redemption.
Sir losing all
That's
of his
coming
health off of the fall damage there. The spit forced him on top of the railing, and the smoker just found the pull onto him. The survivors couldn't kill him in time. So, you know, SI definitely getting some decent damage out here, trying to, you know, stop the health bonus of Team Party Quest that is currently setting at about 900. This is really do or die for the SI. They have to land some big hits to get this health bonus down.
Hanji coming in from front. He's distracting, so we know the attack's gonna come from somewhere else. I love this charge from behind. Where's that jock coming from the window? That's what I like to see. Charger gets shut down, but still, I love the concept of that hit. Even though nothing connects, the survivors are ready to deal with it, shut it down. They had the right idea. The heart was there. They were coming in different directions. I love seeing that play. So we know that they haven't been broken yet. They're still trying to intelligently.
They haven't been broken. I would say that their brains are in the right spot, but their execution just might be slightly off.
Definitely.
Because it doesn't quite matter if you're able to think of the right plays if you're not able to really execute
Manifest
them in the clutch.
That's right.
That's
right.
Yeah. We do have this really long event coming up here, and I believe you can hold it out due to a recent update that Surrey put out. But we do have a hit coming in here. Charger looking for something. All survivors just sidestepping the Charger like it was nobody's business. Spitter has nothing to go down on, and that's another really big choke point. And the survivors are going to take almost no damage on that. Now they can just start running. They only have maybe one more hit on this event before they are able to turn it off. And yeah, Pubstar are in a really bad position now. They have to bring out something right away on this event if they want to stop Pubstar, or if they want to stop Party Quest from walking to the safe room with a massive bonus.
You saw another commentary. Boomer, he's Beehive going out. Jockey falling off with a rocket off the rooftop. Smoker's in the cover. Hunter in the front though. Sue's taking a lot of damage, man. That's nice. That's beautiful. Who's that?
That was a great hit, but on paper, that's only about 100 points off of their bonus. I thought it was going to be much bigger. They landed the quad boom and the tri-cap. You know, that's about all you can ask for. Like, when you hear it, tri-boom or quad boom and tri-cap, that's like the perfect scenario, but they only lost 100 points just because their clears were so quick on them.
Yeah, it is critical to get those clears. That's awesome to see, definitely. Hunter getting shut down there too. Everything's getting shut down right now. A little bit of lack of synchronization at the end. They had a spitter and I think a hunter going solo. They're like, whatever. Still,
like,
I remember
look at this
event.
Look at this quad shotty death ball. They're just rolling as a unit. Look at them. It's like,
I know.
That's scary.
This is how my team Apollyon used to play. We would just take 4 shotties and blitz the mat outside the tank.
Yeah, I remember. I have some bad memories trying to fight against the quad shotties of Apollyon. Yeah, there's only one more hit left. This is the 700 bonus right now, and this is the last hit. Hunter getting skeeted by Dana. DP attempt just to try to get some of the health bonus off, and that was kind of their last opportunity. The clears are so good from these shotguns, and this is going to be the survivors maybe walking into the safe room with a full 700 point distance, as well as massive health bonus. They might have a couple of scattered spawns to try to stop them up a little bit more, but they are rolling right now.
I gotta make a quick mention about that tank that is from the beginning of the round. They're just freaking blazing it. They're gonna go right in, like we said. I don't see them. Star just got. Oh my god.
Oh my god. He just got
leveled.
Obliterated.
He just got leveled by the shotgun.
Leveled by no melee weapons at all. These hunters have been getting absolutely demolished as well. It's like, wow, this is just picture
just
perfect
playing when I say
play.
on the next level, these guys are playing at the next level right now. I kind of feel like that. I don't want to say they are outmatched right now. I feel like that the odds are definitely not in Team Pubstar's favor. I mean, I like Pubstar, like their players, really. like I said, I feel like Brian should be here. He's definitely a missing power node here after Lawrence to generate a decent energy in a team. And anyway, I was gonna talk about. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I want to talk about Dusty's tank. Like, he's one of those tanks where I always used to shit my pants and be like, oh my god, it's a Dusty tank. He's always been that way when I played against him. And seeing his tank getting shut down there, it was an open area, granted, but still, seeing his tank not being able to do anything, or not that much, kind of, I don't know,
It wasn't quite the clutch factor that you would have expected or wanted from a
I mean, the vision was there. I saw what he was going for, but it just didn't work out. Unfortunately, there was no spawns for him.
It was
I love
very
the play.
close.
I would have done the same thing if I was him. But
absolutely.
he would have done it. He would have done it better. But I'm just saying, like, it's just seeing a tank get shut down, like seeing his tank get shut down like that. Wow.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a shutdown.
He
He got a couple punches, but it's just not good. Like that's a tank you want to see rolling on that.
Yeah, for a Dusty tank, like a couple punches is pretty much as best as you can hope for, and that's definitely. I mean, considering the lead that Party Quest already had, that's definitely not what you want from your tank fight, especially when you have all these hit rolls around. But this is some pretty good punches going out from Dana onto Peter. And
I kind of like what they did there. They attacked early. They didn't wait for the choke. They put the hunter inside, charging behind. It wasn't really synchronized, but they knew that the choke wasn't going to result in much.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I like about that SI play is that they are forcing Team Pubstar to play at their pace. Like when they're on their survivor side, they're running. They're barely baiting anything except right now. They're just really pushing through with their shotguns and shutting everything down. They're forcing Pubstar to play at their pace. It's gonna be a quick hit going in there, really nice shutdowns going out. So that's the type of survivor play that I want to see more from Team Pubstar. If they can keep that up, then they can definitely run this back pretty close.
Hell
and, this is gonna be the last hit before this tank is up for Team Party Quest. And you know, the survivors are sitting at a lot of health right now. If Team Party Quest does have to get something off this tanker, they are in jeopardy of losing their lead. Tank almost spawning here. It is actually going to manage to go in there. Charge Spit does land actually onto Rochelle. That's going to be a lot of damage. He had a very long get up in the Spit. That's going to be almost half of Spongey's health just gone before that tank. And that's 200 points off their bonus pre-tank. So,
damn.
That's the type of thing that you can't really... I mean, I think that for Team Party Quest on their Survivor side, the tanks went a little bit earlier. They didn't have to run that quite far ahead, but this tank is actually able to roll right in here. Tank is on top of them. One boom going out here. They are inside with the hittable. They have to get out of there quickly. This is going to be an immediate corner. This is really, really bad for Team Pubstar. Immediate incap going out on to Spongy. Tank is now alone though, but he's right beside the hittable. This is going to be a death onto Dusty if he can get the grind, but he's actually going to keep going. They're going for the wipe right now. They're going to land it. This is it. This is a wipe going out onto Team Pubstar. And that's actually... Yeah, I mean, okay, first of all, amazing SI play by Team Party Quest capitalizing on this, but the tank for Team Party Quest spawned a lot later than it did for Team Pubstar. They had to walk quite a decent amount further into the map and had to take an entire extra hit.
Right now, I kind of feel like that's restart worthy because that really fudged them over.
The tank was able to just immediately commit off of that because the survivors had to run all that extra way back.
So I don't know what the points were before the round, but I might be considering a redo right now.
Yeah, that was
it's in my hands.
Suspect.
Okay, let's not have them ready up right away. We're gonna do a recount of the scores, and we might have to take from the map too because that's not right. Maybe I'm thinking Dusty could redeem his tank a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna be his tank or not. We'll see.
Yeah, but, which would be a shame because Team Party Quest played amazingly on their first Survivor half, and
I know.
Yeah,
maybe we can just give them their survivor half in points and have the other team play through. Set the tank the same and see if it spawns. We can do that.
Yeah, potentially. Because you
don't let them ready up.
The really good rounds that you don't want to undo the really good survivor half that Team Party Quest had, but you definitely want to give Pubstars a bit more of a fair opportunity on their own end because that tank spawn definitely really badly messed with their ability to run that back and fight it properly the way that Team Party Quest. So we are just kind of just discussing. I don't believe the tank spawned in the same place. We could, if worst comes to worst, we could look. Yeah, survivors. I think they had to run almost an entire extra hit forward, than the first survivors did. So, and I was checking the current. I checked the current. The current was actually accurate. Like when the survivors were pushed up there, it did say 39%. But I mean, we could, in worst case scenario, check like the VOD and see where it spawned for each survivor team.
You know what the score was?
Well, the score was 23-7. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can just check right now.
No, before they wiped.
Well,
Was it 702?
Yeah.
Was it 702? Do you think? I remember 702 for some reason. 732. It was okay. I got the 7 and the 2 in my mind.
All
I just used the 3. So you got 732. Let me write that down real quick.
And
no, Sir's on it. It's Sir's server. Yeah. Hey, he's the man.
Yeah, nice, exactly. Nice to have some server. When you have server admins and tournament admins in the game, it's kind of easy to get these rulings. I remember, in other matches when you have some disputes going on, you have to contact the admins. You have to.
Yeah, nobody was there.
Like,
it's just like
you have to.
You're sitting
and then
in
if you
game
don't have
for an hour and a half.
if you don't have the server admins, then they got 3 points. They're gonna have to lose those 3 points, I guess.
I have a black screen right now, man. I'm not seeing anything. What the hell is going on?
But yeah, in the days of old, you used to have to fucking pardon my language, but it was frustrating. If you had some kind of issue, like you had to leave the game and all rejoin on the map that you wanted and reset the scores. But now with the server and tournament admins in here, you can just 1-2 super quickly sort these things out. So I'm glad that everyone is on both teams were in agreement of doing this restart, so we can have a nice, clean, fair game here. Yeah, in a community that's this small and a game that's this long into its competitive lifespan, you kind of there's no real room for bad sportsmanship. Like, there's no kind of leeway for a team to, be bad sports about these kind of situations. So it's really nice to see everyone being fair about these things.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now live, picking up from the last round. If you weren't here, just wondering what the hell's going on, we had to do a redo the last map of the Team Pubstar. If you're a fan out there like I am, Pubstar, they're going to be playing their half of the map. So Tank was a little bit late. It spawned for some reason different position, although it's the same distance. We've did the calculation again, and it should result better, hopefully. Pretty clean shutdown, hopefully. Charge landing a pound. So,
yeah, that's pretty comparable damage from the first hit compared to the last hit, so nothing major differences. There wasn't like a quad cap that landed last time that they have to change or anything, right? So in Team Pubstar, how often in Left 4 Dead 2 do you get an immediate chance at redemption once you get wiped? And I don't think it's very often. So Team Pubstar really have something to prove now to say, if the tank spawns in that same spot, we can take it just as well as Team Party Quest did.
Right, the book knew, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it didn't. That whole map, Survivor side, didn't happen. It's just time to play it fresh. We do have the Thunder going in here, landing a nice pounce on there. That is going to be spit going down there. Jockey also landing. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Dusty and Soul there. Yeah, just really capitalizing on the choke point that this little hallway is and landing the spit inside there for some pretty solid chip damage. So tank spawn is once again set to 40%. We're all hoping that it spawns. Yeah. So once again, Team Party Quest being really good sports about it. If it spawns further ahead, then they're not going to capitalize on it this kind of way that they did last time. We do have a quad cap attempt going in.
That's it, baby.
What? who needs a tank spawn when you just land a quad cap on the survivors before the tank? uh, so, I mean,
I don't want to downtalk that. Like, that was just completely unfair. I'm like, okay, we're gonna see a great tank play. Then we see this quad cap. Oh my god, no Pubstar. Guys. Trust me, guys, if you guys don't know who Pubstar is, oh my god, you're far too new to this community. It's far too new to the game. Pubstar is really taking the heat right now, and these guys, they're freaking awesome players. All of them are great players. Even Peter Griffin, the guy, doesn't play anymore. Granted, if they, I feel like if they had Brian in here, like I said, Brian, he's a power node missing. I feel like that would power Pubstars up to not their fullest potential, because like I think Pubstar is operating at like 60%, but if they would have had Brian, they'd be operating at 70%, and and it's
yeah,
scary. It's scary to talk about a team that is playing this caliber, probably the best team in the tournament, and they're winning so many matches. And I'm telling you, they're not playing at their full potential. You know, that means their full potential will knock you out of this world. I feel like Party Quest right now, though, obviously they're quad caps. Like that quad cap was freaking amazing. The two
yeah,
hunters, they're ricocheting off the wall so they connected
yeah.
at the same time.
Team Pubstar got
That was
even
amazing.
fewer points. They got even fewer points than they did on the first time. Just landing that quad
Yeah,
cap, especially the charger. I was not expecting that charger to land, but the last survivor, trying to, it was kind of in a panic situation. They saw the two hunters get the stumbles and the last smoker pick off the last survivor, and then just trying to get those clears on the hunter, and
right.
charger
That
just
the
comes
last
behind.
charger though, like Reginald told us,
Yeah,
chargers are incredibly difficult to land, man. Think about that. And that charger just seals the deal by finding that cap. That is really freaking difficult. I mean, the hunters is one thing; they're much easier to navigate, ricochet off walls, connect with the stumble, and back your buddy up. You know, but when you have a charger, a clumsy big ass oath that you gotta smack somebody up against a wall with, that's
yeah,
not as easy. So
yeah.
just that charge landing to seal the deal, I think
Yeah,
was
and I
crucial.
do see what you're saying about Brian being a key factor for Team Pubstar, but if I see this type of lineup that I'm playing against, 1 or 2 years ago, if I see, or even now, if I see myself playing against this exact lineup, even today, it's not something that it's still a pretty scary force to be reckoned with, and I think that even though Brian is a pretty key member of their squadron, I think that the current setup on their team that they have should be more than enough to be able to pull something together.
What
But
the fuck?
I mean,
You see that charger? I mean, did you not see
yeah,
a charger?
no, you're right. I did not see the
Now you
charger.
see me, now you
Vanished
don't.
my before my P-caster brain could process what that charger even was. It fucking
Now you see
vanished
me,
in
now
front of
you
my
don't.
eyes. Yeah, I mean, and same story with a hunter. Just like a single boom was all that landed from that hit, and yeah, Team Pubstar is now staring down a 1,400 point deficit just into this map. And now the tank is up in the hands of Spongy. This is a absolute do or die tank. This is really, really important for Team Pubstars to pull something big off. We do have a pretty nice hit going in here. That's going to be a decent amount of damage going out. Slam landing from Dusty onto So on that charger, and it's going to bring him off of that 5-punch for this tank fight. But yeah, tank up in the hands of Spongy, and this is really, really. Yeah, I actually noticed the same thing, Presto. I think that the scores are backwards. Worst case scenario, we could add this survivor half to what the other side, but this tank is going in here. No, not enough time to talk about scores. Tank is looking for this here. Tank shift down really heavily. Boomer's coming in here.
Slow
Getting
down. Oh my god.
oh,
That's big.
this is really bad. Tank is just kiting them back. Smoker is not going to get anything here. This is going to be almost nothing. Nice rock landing from Spongy. Yeah, that's going to be maybe not even a down. That's going to be 0 end caps coming off of that tank. 3 punches from Spongy, or 2 punches and a rock rather. And that opportunity, the Boomer was so close to landing an amazing 2-boom. Hunter got the corner for the tank, but the Smoker wasn't able to do anything either. And now this is again amazing health for Team Party Quest. Sir's still sitting on 100 health.
I'm just rethinking that tech. I'm thinking right now, like that is the play to make. Committing with the boom there, Tri-Cat, you're probably not going to land. The boomer is the ideal infect that you want, but you got to land it a little bit earlier. But at the same time, there's nowhere to find it. So I don't know. I think they played it right, but it just didn't pan out. Someone found that boomer and they just took it right out. If
Yeah,
that
they
boomer
had
connects, that
one
could have been a little
opportunity
bit
to get that boom. Yeah. I mean, they can't even play for health bonus mitigation at this point. They have to play for wipes. They have to play for really big things on their side because they can't allow any more points to happen.
Going out. He's gonna get the death charge. He's got it.
Onto So. That's a huge pickup. I think Dana had the opportunity to get the clear on the jockey, but missed his M2 to get the clear. And then the Hunter came in with the really clutch cover. The jockey was able to just go up the stairs from there and set up the charger perfectly. That's going to be a death onto So.
We're talking about they got to go for the wipe. They can get the wipe right here. A 4-on-3. It can happen.
They are. I see
a Hunter. A Hunter. They have a tri-cap with a boom going out. This is still big for the Hunters. They can come different angles. You go spawn the same spot, Hunters.
No, you're gonna right now. 100 landing, 200 landing. Oh my God! And Sir with the save again. Sir coming out with this shotgun. He's still sitting at like 99 health as well.
He's doing it, man. He's putting a team on his back. He's carrying the load.
He's safe. Yeah, that was a tri-cap. Unless that ski landed. So, you know, those are the type of plays those are like the wet dream plays when you're, as a survivor, so you're saving your team from the tri-cap with a skeet on the Hunter, right? But we actually do have another opportunity coming in here, but it will be at 2-2. Just probably going to try to chip the survivors down a bit more. Boomer coming in here for the sack. I see them maybe if they just kill Spitter, they go for a quad cap attempt, because I think that would be their best
They do have Horde. Yeah, they already have Horde.
I say just kill Spitter. Go for the quad cap, because
that's what they're thinking too.
They need to stop the survivors right now, because even without So, they still have a lot of bonus, and they have to wipe them with this opportunity. Like, this is their one opportunity. They need to kill them right now.
They're gonna have the Horde already stopped. I would swear, man, this Horde used to be so much longer. In Pro Mod, this shit used to really be devastating.
Yeah, I feel like it's more when you take it. It feels longer when you take it backward, but they're just holding W at this point. They are gonna try going with this quad cap right now.
Different angles. It's gonna be big.
Hunter's coming in.
One more pound.
No, this is still an opportunity. They still got it. They still got it.
He's going with the melee. You got this, Hunter.
Oh my God, this Hunter. Oh my, that Hunter had it. He beat Dana in the 1v1, essentially, because he exhausted all of his ammo, but he just couldn't land on that. I mean, that will still be a full in-cap onto Peanut and a few charger slams onto Sir, but they just barely dropped that opportunity for the tri-cap. It will not be their last opportunity, though, but they do have this next hit coming up here with this alarm. Stumble going out from the proxy boom, looking for some separation on the back.
Connecting almost
on the back.
I love that jockey from behind. I love the concept. Like, he's coming from back window, smoking from the front. Just didn't happen though. But Pubstar, they definitely they can make it. There's potential for a comeback. Not huge, but they're gonna have to make it a big in the finale.
Oh yeah, I mean, they were down 1,400 points going into this chapter, so they have to make something big happen. I mean, now Safe Room is within earshot, and this is the last hit for Team Pubstar to stop these survivors, and they do have a pretty solid setup for it. Last of this Horde is going to trickle in here, and survivors are set up for it. Boom, we're going to look for this rocket around the corner. It's going to get M2 to shut down by Sir once again. Survivors are just kind of limping forward, trying to get this last clear out. Hunters are going to have to go in pretty soon. Charger going in, going to get almost destroyed. He does land on this.
Yes! That's how you do it. That's how you close out a round, man.
That was looking really bad, because that Charger was out just standing there for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And then they turned to look at the Hunters. They all turned to look for the Skeets. If they all just shot the Charger, then they could have avoided that tri-cap, you know. But as a caster, you try to stay unbiased. You try to root for both teams. But I was rooting for the wipe there, just so that we could have a close game.
I know. I want to.
You want to give them. You don't necessarily want them to make the comeback immediately, but you want to give them the opportunity, because it puts the pressure back onto Party Quest. Because otherwise, they make it into that safe room, and then they just have so much leeway.
That's right, man. That's right. I cannot agree more. Let's see if we got a blow for blow right here. Let's see if these guys are gonna hit back. These teams are both heavy hitters, but unfortunately, one got screwed by map, by the map. I'm just gonna say, but there will be a rematch. I swear to you, in the future. Unless Pubstar gets taken out by
I mean, they did get screwed by the map initially, but they had the opportunity to bring it back, and they allowed it you know, okay,
Yeah,
it was
that's true.
amazing. It was amazing as I play landing the quad cap, but there was also, you have to say, when a quad cap lands in a spot like that, the survivors did allow it, so to speak. You know, they could have gotten the shutdown on it.
That's true.
So they had the opportunity to make a bit of a comeback on that chapter, but they kind of let it slip through their fingers. But now, with that amazing death charge setup on their SI side, they now have a second opportunity, and they have 0 damage taken so far rolling into this tank. And they have to make this shutdown happen right now. Skeet going out onto the Hunter, Smoker going in for a sack. Jockey going to land for a bit of damage. You know, half decent chip is going to make Spongy not be 5-punch anymore. But now tank is up for Team Party Quest in the hands of Dana, and Team Pubstar are really looking for a shutdown right now.
Come on, coach. You got it, man. Come on. Dusty, come on, man. Get up there. No.
Oh, he's gonna commit off this.
No.
He's missing the.
No. He's not.
No, that was actually good. That was the greatest. That was the
bait.
great. That was the greatest bait I've ever seen in my life. Dusty missing the jump.
He's on the next level. You know, it's all
yeah.
according to plan. He's on the next level, man.
He's got the corner on.
That's huge separation.
He almost had
separation on the Dusty. They gotta clear him.
Punch. No, that's all the support dead. This is gonna be all the tank is gonna get. Tank has nothing.
Okay, there's the potential.
Oh, he's going back in. He's trying to get the extra punch, but it's not going to land. This is going to be 2 punches from Dana. Dana actually had the corner onto Soul, but whiffed a punch and allowed Soul to get out of the corner there. But even if he did get the end cap onto Soul, that wouldn't have been tons of damage. It would have just been 1 end cap. So really nicely handled by Team Pubstar. And now this is it. They have a 1,000 health bonus right now. This is their opportunity to make something massive happen, and I mean massive, to make this comeback.
You know, the butterflies in my stomach, they kind of went away after that last round, but they're back. I mean, this could be potential here. I don't know. My gut, you know, it's just telling me that this could be potential for a comeback, but it's not easy.
Ooh. Dusty eating a 19 damage pounds to the face with spit on top. That is a lot of damage landing onto the survivors. That wasn't an amazing setup either. That was only a Jockey Hunter combination with some spit, and they cannot allow that kind of damage to land off of hits like that. I don't.
All right, man. I'm seeing 500. I'll put him at 1100. 1600, and plus bonus 1600 plus bonus. Damn, even if they make out big with 700 bonus, it's still gonna be behind by 400, 500.
They'll still be down going into map 4 for sure. Going in.
That's if they come out big too.
Yeah. So definitely they are in a desperate position right now, and they have to make these shutdowns happen because they need, you know, even if they make it in with this kind of bonus, they'll still be down by a bit, and they need to be down by almost nothing. Quad cap attack going in here. That was so close to a quad cap. I think if Peter didn't land that Skeet, that would have again been another quad cap landing onto Pubstar, which would have been devastating. Yeah, Peter landing that Skeet, there was all kinds of stumbles going on, and a tri-cap did land briefly in there, and if that quad cap landed, that would just be game. There would just be no opportunity.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm just like leaving me out to dry for a little bit there, but
no, it's all good, dude. My brain is
Sorry.
having trouble processing this because this is just really great play going on right now. I'm looking for something. Ooh, that's the Dusty that I remember. Getting those types of instant skates out. But this is an amazing separation pull going out to Soul. He was a little far back. I'm not sure why he was that far away from the rest of his team. I guess trying to hold that back spawn, but gonna get separated for a lot of damage.
I mean, the only where the survivor's going. I mean, obviously the only direction is forward, right? We're going to the map, so I'm just waiting to see this hit around the alarm car. If the infected are already, if they have that anticipation in mind to plan ahead.
This is another quad cap attempt. They have another 4 cap setup, and if their last quad cap attempts have been anything to show, then this is very dangerous right now. Charger bunny hopping in. Stumble's going out again. They get the clear out. The survivor positioning from Team Pubstar has just been a little suspect. They've been stumbled every single time. When the quad cap landed on chapter 2, Stumbles in the corner. When the quad cap almost landed in the hallway on this map, Stumbles in the hallway. And just now, again, Hunter landing a wall kick from behind and landed another double stumble, which, you know, if it didn't get cleared, that could have been it once again. So I think I just need they need to tighten up their survivor positioning just a tiny bit, yeah?
what just recalling back to such a great team like NB, probably the best team to ever touch this game. They really brought Left 4 Dead 2 down into a real practical style of play, a play that nobody could beat internationally, untouchable. And they just showed you
Yeah.
they made the game look broken by positioning. There was no
It's
there
like
was no
they
issue with
solved
their
they
team.
solved Left 4 Dead 2,
Yeah,
and
they freaking Asians. Asians
it
did it.
boils down to great survivor positioning and not even necessarily amazing aim is
Exactly. Yeah.
what it is.
Yep. Yep. You limit the infected playing field by where you position. You force the infected at you at angles where you can shut them down easily. And that all came out from such a great team like NB. They broke the game open. They cracked it open, and they just showed us all the way. But it's a style of play that's kind of lost. I kind of feel like the spirit of Left 4 Dead 2, that try hardness, that vigor, that strong spirit where we want to win, we want to beat this team. It's not all the way there in the game anymore. We got rusty players, still old players been in the game for a long time, rusty, but I just feel like they don't want it bad enough anymore. Like back when NB was playing, like they would position, everybody else would just follow what the best team's doing. You know, if you want to be the best, you got to learn from the best. I like Thug Life's tags for me are a huge inspiration. Kimchi's tags for me, for Team NB, huge inspiration. They're just
Oh,
intelligent players.
yeah.
They're just intelligent players. They know what to do with their position. They will outsmart you. They will outplay you in Dusty tags too. Although we didn't get to see a fantastic Dusty tag, that is a tank that I took notes from, and I said I would be if I'm gonna be a better player, I gotta learn how to play like that. Even though
Totally. And
we didn't get to see
when
that
you
earlier,
when you have players and teams of that caliber, it gives you motivations. Like I want to be a team of that caliber, you know. I
definitely,
want
yeah,
to give it my
yeah,
I want to try hard because I want to beat these guys and prove to the world that I can beat the best Left 4 Dead 2 team in the world.
that's
Uh,
right. It's
you
just
know,
not there anymore. I feel like the spirit's
not
kind of
quite,
dying
but
off.
there's still
It's
a lot of there's still
Party
a lot
Quest
of
has it. Party
legacy.
Quest has
There's
it.
still a lot of legacy that people want to uphold. No one wants to be heralded as the rusty once was. Hey, I know better than anyone. I'm not the player I used to be.
Yeah,
Um,
I hear you, man.
you know,
I hear you.
like so like no one wants to be the rusty almost great player in history, right?
Yeah, that's right. Settling for second place, uh,
Yeah,
it's either you win or you don't win.
yeah,
that's how I see it.
exactly.
Second place to me, it might as well not even be a match. That's just
Oh
how.
yeah, I know that better. Like I never got that big first place victory. I had a number of second places, but I never got the big win. So and these players, they've given granted the opportunity to get that big win on a tournament.
We got
And
200.
right now, Team Party Quest showing that they really want it. SI are just desperate, looking for any kind of damage. It's just not landing onto Team Party Quest right now, and they have to wipe with this thing. This is
Yeah,
there
I
is no
have to.
ifs about it. They
I'm gonna
have to
take a
wipe.
breather. I gotta take a breather, man. Like this is. Whew. I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing the light from Pubstar, guys. If you're a Pubstar fan, like you've been a fan of Pubstar for a while. I'm sorry, guys. I think that it's not the end of the road for them, but this is a loss that they're gonna have to take.
Yeah,
Might have to
if they
reassess.
don't wipe, I think it will be basically GG. When a team goes down by over 1,000 points in map 2 and they start putting out the XDs, that's when you know that their fire is just not quite 100% lit. Judge are looking for something, but again, the shotguns of Team Party Quest just shutting everything down. Instant clears going on with the smoker. Jockey getting nothing. Spitter getting nothing, and this is just systematic.
I'm watching Sir in first person. This guy, he's on point. Like Jesus Christ, man.
It is a systematic.
I say scary. I have not said enough about Sir this game. I have not said enough about Sir. I feel like I've been too much on Pubstar, but Sir, he's just amazing. Like the plays he's made to evade these podcasts from happening. Even though he got MVP last round, but still, I feel like he's been MVP for a couple rounds now. Just not faltering when the quad cap comes in and getting these skeets. He's been a star player. And there's no MVP stat for that, but I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. There's an MVP.
There is in our hearts. The people will remember, right? When you go back and watch the VOD, they'll save the demos forever and they'll immortalize it in a frag vid or something like that.
We'll see about that. I heard Sue has one coming out. I want to see some Sir, please.
I think you're gonna see at least a couple clips from this match in the upcoming
Oh yeah, those quad caps. Oh my god, that initial hit. Oh my god, on Pubstar opening up. Damn, son.
Yeah,
Where did you
but
find
what
that?
we will see if this tank fight will be in there though, because Pubstar they need tank in the hands of Soul, who is, you know, if you've ever played against Pubstar, you know that this is not an easy tank to fight against. He's looking a little bit lost right now, trying to find his way through, but he does actually manage to navigate. He's actually,
Oh, no.
do you think he's going to go for the drop?
No, so come on, buddy. This is not the. Is this the way? Yeah, no, it's not the way to go. I don't think it is. Come on, man. Is somebody
No,
infected help him out?
No, yeah, he's got to go up. Yeah,
just
okay, he finds it. He went up. But he's gonna be second passy. He's gonna have to commit with this. Actually, this is gonna be tight. He actually, I think he has to make the drop. He has to make the strafe drop, or else he's gonna go AI. He's going for it. He's gonna go for
I
it. This
love
is
this.
do or die. He has to land this or it's GG, and he does get through commit going out.
Body block, and they're gonna quad
shot
shotty him. The support has to come in early if that's the case. They're gonna try and break these tags.
They're waiting for the down. The burger's coming out. Tank is at low health.
They're ready.
It's like coming in.
Clear
Clear going
Jockey's
out.
gotta land.
They can
Jockey
still
has to
land.
land. The Hunter's gotta get it.
Oh no, they dropped it. They had it.
Still.
Hunter.
No, I was thinking
the
double into
damage
multi.
is just too much.
Jockey. Yeah,
they,
it was.
They had what they needed to. The shutdown went out on the one. Oh, this was actually a jockey for a bit of a ledge cap. But this might be too late because they had the opportunity, but the Hunter took the jockey's SI or survivor.
They all spawned in the same doorway. Nobody came from the other direction, man. That when you're playing against a high caliber team,
I think they were all trying to help Soul path to the survivors. I think that they didn't even have much time to think about their own spawns. Jeez. I don't think I've seen a charger from Team Pubstar land for more than half a second onto Team Party.
They're on it like
just
fire.
Like, just getting melted.
They're an all-consuming fire, and they're just blaring it up, and it's burning everything down. It's in the path.
Yeah. This is unless they land some kind of miracle, you know, quad cap, death charge, something right now. This is gonna be the doors pretty much closing for Team Pubstar to win this match and to go up into a 4-0 record. Because Team Party Quest is just really bringing it out here. They do have the quad cap. This might be their last opportunity right now. They have to land something big. This horde is infinite. They are gonna send Coach down, trying to bait out something and get the clear one.
Bait it.
This is the right play to send one survivor down instead of dropping everyone. They are gonna drop everyone now. Just SI going in, looking for something. Hunters are gonna get nope. That's not gonna be it. Hunter's just getting destroyed.
He got stuck on the climb up when they went in. They weren't anticipating that. And it's like, all right, guys, we're going in, and oh shit, there's a climb up. They just shot him climb up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just random gimmicks like that. Yeah, this is scary though. My heart goes out to Pubstar. What can I say?
I mean, there's absolutely they're going to be at a 3-1 record after this game should they lose, which, you know, that means that they're still very, very much, you know, they have to probably drop all the rest of their games in order to not make the playoffs. This attempt going in here, this is not going to land. It's going to hit the air conditioning. So yeah, you know, Team Pubstar still almost guaranteed to make it into the playoffs. They were 3-0 going into this round, so you know, we can guarantee you're going to see a lot more from them. But you know, Team Party Quest really showing that they have something to prove in this.
Hunter and helicopter again. Where'd he go? He just like freaking went to the floor and kept going.
He's just I think that he knew. Ricocheting off the inside of the helicopter and just getting.
I don't know what the actual shit that was, but whatever.
Yeah, I thought that the helicopter was blocked for SI. I thought that you couldn't get in, but Dusty finding.
Hi man, I'm checking out chat right now. Chat, I'm checking you guys out. I just want to say, it's a good thing to see that we don't have that many trolls in chat. Putting in this hard work, and when we get trolls, people that show up be like, oh shit, you know, so and so said this, so and so said that. It takes away from the quality. It takes away from everybody's overall good spirit.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just happy to see that we're.
There's people in this community that they still just want to watch good Left 4 Dead 2, and that's all they want. It's just, you know, watch a good game and see players who have been playing for years and years just perform at their best.
Definitely, and I'm in the seat now. I'm the armchair quarterback at this point, but I'm one of them. I'm among you guys. I love seeing Red Dead 2 played. I don't play it anymore because I don't have time for it, and if I don't, like I said, I have to be at the winning end of things, and if I was to play, I would just be shit because I don't have enough time to invest into it anymore. So I'm with you guys now. I'm just a viewer, and I love
Yeah.
to see these players go at it still. I'm with you guys.
Yeah, I will say that my team we scrimmed against Team Party Quest yesterday, and I was like after that, you know, they played pretty decently. They had a couple of really good moments, but they were not playing nearly at this caliber. Like if you had shown me that scrim yesterday and be like, yeah, I think my prediction for this to be a close game was based off of that assessment, the fact on how they played when we played against them yesterday. But if they had played against us at this caliber, I would have said, yeah, no, Team Party Quest has this in the bag. They are looking unstoppable.
Definitely, yeah. It's hard to see that future though. You don't know what's coming down the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
You know.
some teams
This is something I
when
really
they
didn't
play in a
expect.
match, yeah, some teams they just bring it in a match situation. You know, they just, I mean, that's where it really matters, right? You know, even if you don't play amazing in the scrims, if you learn something and then are able to bring your absolute A game in the match, then that's mission accomplished.
Definitely, like, and it's so true. Some players are just great. They're great mixes, but you try to incorporate them into a team, a working unit, and they're just absolute crap. They really are. They just don't have what it makes to be a good team. And there are those players, and these guys on neither of these teams, you won't find any of that. That's for damn sure. By the way, K3, we got some love coming out from the chat, some hearts going out, and we got something from Nofos saying we love you guys too. So thank you, Nofos, for that comment. Much appreciated. We really do appreciate that. And,
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are the lifeblood that keeps the community alive.
That's right.
The only other thing that keeps the community alive slightly more is hits like that going out on
Oh
the
shit,
survivors.
yeah, man. That's what I'm
Doing
talking
tons
about.
of yeah, I think that pretty much puts it out of mathematical
I
possibility
like
for
big
Team
hits
Pubstar.
and again not live. You got the buzz.
And tanks spawning up again a little bit early. You know, so
Oh,
I guess a couple
Sir's gonna
problems
do it,
with the
man.
map, but oh yeah, no, he's gonna do this drop. I think. Oh, no, he's just gonna commit from the front and be a normal boy. There's a one boom landing though. That is a pretty decent opportunity. 2 hunters to help out with this one boom if tank does elect to commit right now.
I love the two hunters because that's stumble right there. There's huge
Oh,
potential.
totally. Hey, we've
Very
proven
mobile.
time and time again in this game that stumbles can mean the difference between a win and a loss.
Also, when someone's capped, you can't take their cap. You know, like say you got a jockey, so it just makes you more lethal of the company.
Actually got a smoker instead of a jockey.
They're going for the burger, baby. But they're tiny.
Oh, he whips his punch.
Shooting out. Sir finds the multi
Oh,
though.
got a double. That could be it. It looked like Dana couldn't quite get the cap onto Dusty. They almost had the tri-cap. This is still a lot of damage. That's gonna be almost 3 in caps going out in there. And if it wasn't done before, it's certainly done now. They almost had the wipeout onto the survivors, but yeah, Team Pubstar managing to finish off the tank. Hopefully, even though that they are out of contention to win the game, they're still bringing their all, trying to walk into the safe room here and make the finale. It's gonna be hard to make the finale with hits like this, though. Double charge going in, triple stumble from the boomer, spit going down on everyone, absolute fucking destruction. Yeah, Team Party Quest are like, hey, we won the game, but we want to prove to these guys that they are not able to make any safe rooms, that we will wipe you no matter what, and just add insult to injury. Just, make the screenshot that we post to the thread look a little nicer later on.
I like that. I like Sir's decision making on his tank. He turned around, he stopped chasing one guy after he whipped his initial punch, and he looked for the two break up charge. Nice charge out there by Sir.
I didn't even see that. He was looking for the charge on the he was looking for the pickup on the smoked survivor and just did a 180 and just took him out the window. Soul just standing right in the window was not ready for that at all, and that's gonna be a solo death charge going out onto him. He was slow, so it was a little hard to avoid with all the horde and everything, but he will not be making it to the end of this finale.
Do we have any more matches to cast today? I don't think so. Where am I asking you?
I don't think today. I mean, there's a potential that my team is going to play against Team Big Flex. Yeah, we are allegedly playing at 10 Eastern tonight, but there's been some scheduling issues and a couple of miscommunications that we're not certain that the other team is prepared to show up today.
Who are you guys paired against?
Team Big Flex is kind of, you know, kind of semi-Liechtenstein is like Hornshin and Welty and those guys. So this will be the web going out onto Team Pubstar. That will be the game. Final scores for Team Party Quest. It's 30-20 to 2-6-6-2.